I'll get to why I'm here today. I graduated, as Vicki said, I graduated in '01. I'm very fortunate to have found SUNYIT. I was born here in Utica. I went to Notre Dame High School. Go Jugglers. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I grew up. Some kids did. My mother used to tell me a story that she once asked me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Now, she probably fully expected me to say fireman or policeman. My father was a restaurateur, so maybe restaurant business like my father. My answer, Darth Vader. I think today that definitely explains some things. I didn't really have a passion for anything. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to be in business or in industry. Now, my father being in the restaurant business, that allowed us to have a pretty nice life. So I applied and got accepted at Johnson & Wales University, Hotel Restaurant Management. My father, when hearing the news, shall we say, strongly encouraged me to consider other options. He reminded me of how many sporting events and birthday parties he missed because of the many hours that he worked in the restaurants. And as a kid, I realized, well, all I knew was we had some stuff, and I had toys, and we occasionally went on a family vacation, so, hey, restaurant business is cool by me. As a parent, he knew he missed some opportunities to be a dad, because he was too busy being a provider. And he's an amazing man with an unmatched work ethic. He didn't want me to miss out on being a dad like he did. So I stayed in Utica. Went to MVCC, General Studies. Let's see what happens. Let's see what piques my interest. Well, then the bottom fell out. My mother was diagnosed with cancer, stage 4. Priorities shifted. Attention is given to where it's due. I'm an only child living with friends of the family. And my mother's an inpatient at Strong Memorial in Rochester. My father at her bedside. Okay, what the hell just happened? After battling this awful disease, 2 years, countless radiation sessions, 22 hanging bags of chemo, God answered our prayers. She was cancer-free. Her oncologist called it a miracle. 2 things happened that day. We were blessed to have my mother with us a few more years, and I just found my passion. I want to be in the business of healthcare. Paved the way for a very important third thing to happen to me a few years later. I knew I didn't want to be a hands-on healthcare provider, Dr. Max, but I knew I wanted to be in the business of healthcare. So I started doing some research in schools. I want to be in healthcare administration. So the lists. Very short one here. UConn, Penn State, Georgetown, NYU, SUNYIT. It's an impressive company. So I stayed here. I didn't have to leave to get the education I want. I could stay here with my family. Cancer's tough. It's brutal. The treatment is almost as damaging as the disease itself. 5 years ago, we lost my mother. Heart attack. She was 52. 3 weeks later was the Heart Association Heart Walk. Team Nanny. And we walked. And we walked again every year. And I am never going to stop. My healthcare career has brought me to a few places. Worked for some great organizations, admirable missions. And my SUNYIT education got me to this podium today. Here's another true story. A couple years ago, working Facts in St. Luke's, great organization, walking down the hallway, red and white umbrella in my right hand, and my trusted BlackBerry on my left. And as I'm walking, I literally bumped into a girl I haven't seen in a couple years. Now, this is a great girl. Lifelong family friends. My mother loved this girl. I've technically known her longer than her brother has. 4 months ago, Christina said I do. She makes me a better man and a better dad. That's the third thing that happened that day. So as I said, I'm in the business of healthcare. I feel that my role is to create an environment where doctors can doctor and nurses can nurse. I feel that the changes I make and the directives I give every day, I call them instruments of good. And every one of them, in some very small way, is a testament to my mother. I'm a lucky man. I not only work in a field that I got an education in, but one I'm passionate about. And I have SUNYIT to thank for that. So if we could raise our glasses. I don't have one. To SUNYIT, to absent friends, and to the ones that were with today, thank you all.